Hey, welcome to Unpack Radio. And where is Batman? Where is Batman? Yes. Supermodel walk. No, name your camel walk. Name your camel walk. Uh-oh. Stop your feet, baby. Before Beyonce sue me.
I really like the way my waistline looks tonight. Right?
Yes.
I was like, I'm gonna walk in.
Yes.
Nice walk in.
Don't.
Listen. Dr. K did a good job.
Shout out to Dr. K.
I was ready tonight, okay?
Salute to whomever you may or may not be. Shout out to Dr. K.
Dr. K.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Now, I've talked to this brother in the past, and he's a cool brother. He made some tragic errors in his past. Mm-hmm. He got sentenced for 25 and did 12 federal time. Mm-hmm. And he said his life story can be the next Power Book 3 or whatever Power Book we on right now. Let me bring up my good brother, my good friend, cool dude, brother Saleem. The hell is that? Bro, Saleem, what's going on with you, man? Thank you for coming back to Unpack Radio, bro.
Hey, man, how you doing, man? How the fam over there?
Hey, man,
what's up,
we got a whole new crew. We got Tineshia, we got my man DJ Smoke, and welcome back. But they are new to your story, so can you give them the highlights to your story, bro?
Yes. Today I'm going to be talking to you all about the story book Tia and Lamar. This is a story that me and a family member put together. True events pertaining our childhood upbringing, and giving you all the first steps into the life that we know.
Now, for all those rookies in the game, what is the life that we know? Because we have people from all walks of life. So what is the life that we know, bro?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question?
I got church music in the background. I said, for all those people who may be across the world, what is the life that we know? Jesus, what is the life that we know?
Is it not coming through the mic?
Can you hear me? I know I talk loud, so I know you can hear me. I said, what is the life that we know?
You said, what is the life that we know?
Yes.
Good. Great question.
Goddamn androids, man. That's why y'all.
Don't do this, please.
Goddamn androids in Zoom. What is the life that we know, bro? Oh, we lost him. Yep, we got him back.
You got me back?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. The volume's very low on my end. I don't know why.
Crank it, Trump. Crank me to the max, baby.
No, I got the 13. That's what's really I don't understand.
What is the life that we know? You know what I mean?
Okay, right. The life that we know, what a lot of people like to call the streets, and me personally, what I like to call, as a lot of people is familiar with the first interview, the village raising the village, right? But it consists of the drug dealer's lifestyle. That's the life, what I mean by the life that we know.
So I watched a little bit of your first interview, most of your first interview.
Amazing interview.
Yeah, it was a very, very good interview. So it sounded like to me in the first interview that your focus was more on parenting and fatherhood, and it takes a village. The book that you're putting out is more about your former lifestyle. Is that what we can expect from the new book?
What you can expect from the book is the lifestyle and me using it in a platform to show the youth and elders of today's generation that how it takes more than just a good upbringing, morals and principles, those things that we get taught in home. I want to show kids that it takes more than that to actually be the man that you should be versus who you can easily become due to the likes of a lot of today's influences like social media.
Brother Saleem, as men, I feel it's our obligation to always reach back to our community and try to coach or learn up these young brothers come behind us. Now, once you finish your time, what have you been doing in the community so you can make sure that young men do not repeat the cycle of violence and drugs?
That's a great question. And I think that would be good to touch on. Right now, I have just started a plan to get with a few of guys that I know in a lot of those like go-go bands, and try to have these days to where we call for rallies of peace. We get these youths together and have fun events to try to figure out what it is that sparks these differences and what can we do to go about a change with that.
That makes sense. My cousin recently just got out. He served 23, 23 years. So first thing I asked him, like, what was his plan? And he said the same thing. Wanted to reach back to the youth, and he also wanted to reach back to the people that's already locked up because
Absolutely.
they don't have that backing. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of family members don't reach out to them, and they just need that love and that support. Like just because you're in the walls, I mean, people act like you don't exist no more. So,
Agree.
I understand exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I believe that it's very important for guys like myself and your relative that you speaking about to have this as a goal of ours because like you said, one of the main reasons you hit it on the nose for me, the lack of understanding that a lot of us family members have. You know what I mean? Like a lot of guys that I've seen, not only with myself, but other close friends and family members. I've seen a lot of guys come home to situations that once was, but they're no longer. And for a lot of different reasons, but from the penal system standpoint of it, the criminal in a situation, I feel as though that comes from that lack of vision. You know what I mean? What they say, out of sight, out of mind. So I believe that people like myself coming home, reaching back into the community, we are setting a platform for those people who never been incarcerated, like you said, guys like that, to understand what it's like to sit down and walk through that experience with someone like myself. Because a lot of times, like somebody like me, I'm in a situation every now and then where I may not have to give as much as I would want to a guy who's incarcerated because of, this bill, that bill. And but because I've been there, been a few times to where, pertaining on who the person is, I would put myself in a negative for their comfort.
Right.
When in actuality on the street, without really that experience or having people dear to you dealing with that experience, that's something that somebody would say to me, Larry, you crazy. You gonna get that boy your last $20? You gone crazy. But in actuality, what that $20 will be spent on for that person versus me, even with all of this freedom that I have, it's priceless. You know what I mean? There's no comparison to what a person in that situation will do. So I feel as though, like I said, people like me getting back out, telling my story, you know, with the intentions that I have on doing it, I think that is what's going to be like the bridge, you know what I mean, that close that gap between people of, you know, unfamiliar situations, certain circumstances, and people who had.
Like, I know I'm the Pope, so let me explain to you like this. Like, I remember when MC Hammer went broke, and he said the reason he went completely broke is he took everybody from his neighborhood and gave them a job. And they was like, well, why did you do that? He was like, if I don't give this person a job, they're going to go to your house and rob and kill you because they're so hungry for the money.
Mm-hmm.
So my best option is to keep them on payroll just to keep them away from the streets. Like when I grew up in the neighborhood I grew up in, early 80s, kind of late 70s. Y'all know I'm aging myself. When I was 13, they gave you the option to run the streets. It seemed like once I got in my 20s, the option was no longer a choice. The option became you're going to run these streets or else.
Mm-hmm.
So you had no other choices. So it seemed like in our communities that we need to do a better job of giving people the option or at least another choice than picking up those drugs and picking up the guns and picking up all the bullshit that we take upon our own communities. And hopefully we can save somebody's life.
So I obviously didn't grow up during the 70s because I'm nice and young, unlike you.
Yes, you are.
I'm nice and young.
Yes,
right?
you are.
So
22 years old in the game.
I did not grow up in the
ears.
70s, and I'm not a guy. But I find it interesting that you said you had at 13, like they gave you a choice. What do you mean they gave you a choice? Like my son don't have no damn choice. Take you away. Like you gotta do the right thing. So
Tanisha,
I understand that we're worlds away from that time
Tanisha,
period.
let me educate you.
But please explain that.
I know you grew up in Southeast. I grew up in Northwest, 809 R Street Northwest. And in my apartment community, it was a family who brought the drugs to the community. I will not mention that family because they got on like some major Frank Lucas type drug status where they were the main supply of all crack cocaine in the community. Okay. So at 13 years old, one of the OGs in my community walked up to me and said, "Hey, Norris, would you like to be put on to the game of selling dope and coke to your own community?" At 13 years old, without a father, and my mother only had a junior high school education, I had to make a decision whether or not I want to walk down the straight path and figure it out on my own, or whether or not I wanted to sell dope and coke to my own people.
And what was your choice?
My choice was to say no because my mother would kill me, which was absolutely true.
Come on through, Mama.
Juanita Little Page didn't play that. God rest her soul. I would have got a whooping for days if I ever got caught with dope and coke on the table. Unlike some other parents in my own community, they encourage their children to sell the drugs. They encourage their children to vial up that cocaine. So in my community, literally the police were there and arrested 30 people in one day. In my community, I thank Rebecca Wallister, my mentor, white girl from some college who took upon herself to come to the ghetto to be my mentor and walk past the drug dealers to do so. She saved my life. So you got to realize you got to get back to your community. You got to love your community. You can't be afraid to reach back and give to the people because these people do need help.
So Saleem, is your story similar? Were you given a choice as a young child to decide I want to do this or I want to do that? Or did you just decide I want to do this? Or like, how do you get started? Is it an appropriate question?
That's a good question. How do you get started?
But yeah, was there like an older cousin or older relative or older OG in the neighborhood that said to you, this is what you're about to do, or do you want to do this? How do you get started? How did you get started?
Yeah, there's always a choice. There's always a choice. And you know, me, yes, the choice was given, and it wasn't forced, of course, it wasn't forced at all. I'm thankful for that. But yeah, it was a choice given, and but came with certain, rules and standards, morals and principles. So it's a free choice, but definitely comes with a guideline.
What's the guideline?
Great question. We all know first rules. You can never talk to police. That's always,
Yeah, that's rule number one.
common law,
Who's to sell a
That's
dope and
rule
coke
number
to your
one.
community?
That's the G code right there.
Wait a minute.
basically.
I feel like I've never. I mean, wait a minute.
Come on, Selfies. Come on,
Wait a
Selfies.
goddamn minute.
Come on, Selfies. Come on, Selfies.
I've never sold. Okay, so let's go back again. My mother has been addicted to drugs for my entire life, right? So no, I don't think I understand the guidelines. I don't like. Not that I've never touched a drug. Not that I've never sold a drug. But I'm just not. I'm not into drugs, right? So I don't know what the guidelines are, and we're not even gonna talk about me and my drug selling.
No, you never saw. May I ask you a question though before I give you the guidelines though? Because it's how did it as a child who grew up with a person who was addicted to drugs? How did that emotionally affect you?
It was horrible.
Mm.
It like even I'm 40. Gonna be 40 for the next 10 years, so just so everybody knows. But again, I'm 40 and it still is horrible, right?
Mm.
So I'm at the point now where I'm adult enough to know that people handle illnesses in different ways. And my mother has mentioned like some schizophrenia or I don't know. I don't pay her enough attention if we're going to be honest. But she's mentioned other illnesses that don't have anything to do with the drugs. So I'm sure she used it as a coping method, right? But still at this point, because I've done everything. I've done so many negative things and God's shown me so much grace and favor. I still think that when you want to be a better person, you fucking I'm a better person. That's what you do, right? You gather yourself and you get yourself together and you just go and do it. My entire life is I'm going to be a better person. So I don't understand where her disconnect was, where she hasn't figured out how to be a better person, right? And she's had like little moments. Again, childhood was horrible, right? So from my earliest memory of her, I guess like 5, 6, I don't know, because I didn't grow up with either of my parents. But my earliest real memory of her to me being a young adult to me being an adult, it was horrible. She was the fucking worst. Like, I go to the mall with my auntie and I buy new shoes and I wear these shoes home and then my mother steals the shoes that day and sells the fucking shoes, right? So she was fucking horrible. And I'm going to not cry today, but she was fucking horrible. So in my mind this whole time, I'm like, when do you get it together, right? And she's had brief moments of her having it together since I have been an adult. And she's been okay. And then she's allowed something else to take her back. A man takes her back. And here she is on drugs again. And then my brother dies. My brother was murdered. And it takes her back. And here she is on drugs again. So I think that maybe my understanding level has gotten better because, again, my brother was murdered and she was okay. And then she was back on drugs. So I'm 100% sure that crack is her coping method. But at what point do you decide that you're not coping no more? Right? You can't cope your way through life. You're gonna be calling your daughter asking her for money the rest of your life. You don't want to be a good grandparent. You already missed out on 40 years of being a good parent, right? I have 2 younger siblings. You done missed out on 40 years of being a good parent. At what point did you say, fuck this, let me get this together? Right? Well, I can offer her a job.
Thank you for your truth. And I appreciate you saying that because this is Unpack Radio. And I thank you for being so vulnerable. That was very honest. But I think because I grew up with almost somewhat
that barely got you emotional.
Yes, listen, I'm gonna just
the same experience. I think that our parents didn't have the luxury of like now.
It's totally different now.
You can go to a
totally
therapist and get help if you want to. You can actually talk about all the pain that you experienced throughout your life if you want to. And I think our parents' generation use alcohol or drugs to heal their pain. And every day you want that drug. It's more important to you than life. Every day you wake up with the taste of that drug on your mouth. So you have to deal with that every day. And like you said, she got it together for a while, and then I deal with the same thing. My mother got it together. She slipped back into her alcoholism. She get it together, slip back in. So every day you got to deal with, you're running from your demons. Until you're ready to face those demons, you're going to always think it's the easy route to run to whatever your addiction may be. It could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be women, it could be money, it could be nice purses, it could be whatever you're addicted to. You're going to run to that to heal your pain. And back to the original question, the rules to the game is, like we said last week or last time we saw each other, if you are taking a part of a criminal conspiracy, you do not snitch. You hold your L, and you do your 12 years, and you sit your ass down in that jail.
Wait a minute, that's a rule I agree with though, right? I agree with that.
And then you never get high on your own supply.
Right.
Now, DJ Smoke, do you got a question for Brother Saleem?
No, I mean, I know what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? How long have you been out?
I've been home 5 years now.
Okay, cool. So what changes have you made since you've been home?
Complete 360, bro. Honestly, I all the way from profession of work to daily thinking and people, places, and things. You know what I mean? I feel as though for returning citizens that becoming a success story, I believe that those are must. You know what I mean? Like, you have to deterrorize your mind. You know what I mean? You have to rebuild it. You have to, out with the old and with the new.
Yeah.
And the only way that someone can say that they're truly doing that is if a lot of the people, places, and things is a part of that change and process.
Now, one of my goals has always been, I wish I could find the right people. I ain't going to say only men, because young ladies need help too. But I wish I could find the right people who were brave enough to really go into like the hearts of the ghetto and try to save souls. Now, unfortunately, we ain't gonna be able to do it the nice way. We ain't gonna be able to go with our Bibles. We may have to go with something else too.
Yeah.
So, Brother Saleem, if I ever get my poo-poo together, would you be willing to go into these communities with me, to the hearts of the neck of the woods where we know it's going to be dangerous, and try to save a soul or two?
Yeah, absolutely. Because and the number one reason why would be that this domino effect that we're up against, man, it has to stop. You see what I mean? Like, the war on us citizens is very, real and here to see. So by all means, I feel as though we all need to contribute in whatever helping way you can to reach that goal that you will be, aiming for. Right? That's a great thing, if you ask me.
So Saleem, how old is your daughter?
2.
Is that your only child?
Now I have a son who will be 16 on February 3rd.
So how was this entire transition? Because he was obviously born before you went in. So how was this entire process for your son? Were you guys able to keep in touch while you were inside? your level of care before you left, is it different than the level of care you're able to provide now?
Okay, well, to answer your question, your first question, yes, I was in contact with him, not as much as I would have liked to, of course, but definitely enough to where I will have to say that I'm satisfied, with my people's behalf on keeping that line of communication open. And but my opinion, I believe that the relationship has gotten exceptionally better because me as the dad, I feel as though my dynamic has like blossomed so much. Not only can I talk to him about typical son dad growing relationship things I have, the streets that talked about to him, the good, the bad, the living and learning experiences. So I feel as though my experiences is not only going to help him in his decision making, but also gives him a raw reality of it all.
Now, everyone on this panel, except for myself, is a parent, and everyone on this panel has made some type of choice, and I'm pretty sure they wish they could correct. So, as parents, and you have children who got to live for you in the future, what would you want for them at this moment in your life?
Great question, man. That is a great question. Peace of mind. For my son, honestly, it would be a peace of mind because with, like you said, the word you use are the demons that I feel as though the youth is fighting today. Without a peace of mind, and this is what I stress to him, without a peace of mind, I don't see much success in that. Allah knows best, but I don't see much success without a peace of mind. Um, for my daughter, it's more life, man. Being a daughter, oh, I'm saying being a daughter. I'm sorry, having a daughter is one of the greatest blessings in the world, man. To be a dad and get that soft sense of emotional care from something genuine. That's the best. That's the best gift life got to offer. You ask me.
Tanisha, you're a parent. What would you name? What would you want for your child? No,
So
let's go deep.
this is interesting. This might be too much. Y'all might learn way too much about Tanisha tonight, but
hey, this is why we call
so
Unpack
I have
Radio.
a 20-year-old daughter and a 15-year-old son. And of course, moms and sons are just the best, right? It's human nature for, I guess, moms and sons to be a little tighter. And of course, my daughter's at that age where we just don't like each other a whole lot. But I think if I had to go back, it wouldn't be going back based on anything I've done, like with myself, like dancing. I would not dance because I'm worried about my daughter being a dancer. If she wants to dance, she becomes a dancer. Like I never felt like this was the stupid thing to do, right? Because I have a bunch of college degrees and I was in the military and I still made $3,000 a night naked while people was at work all week. So listen, I don't feel like the dancing thing was something that I'm ashamed of, right? So if she decided she would do that, then I just have to deal with it. And I'm just going to hope that she makes smart decisions. And we're going to players club it, right? We're going to players club it. Make the money. Don't let the money make you. That's what I would do. That was her decision. But I feel like that in my haste, not to be my own mother and not to have her grow up the way I grew up, I just gave her way too much, right? My daughter has literally wrecked 3 cars in the last year. She has totaled 3 different vehicles in the last year. So if I had to do it over, I'd have left her in Southeast with the roaches.
DJ Smoke, you got a beautiful daughter at home. What would you like to tell her?
I will. Thank you.
Yeah,
no, she is beautiful. Like he said, to tap on brother Saleem, having a daughter when you're a father is different. than having a son. You know, it's just different. It touches so different. You know, so I'm glad. I thought I was going to have a son, but me being ex womanizer. Let me put the quotes in
Throw
there.
the X on there?
Yeah. So ex womanizer, I knew my karma was gonna come back, and my blessing came. So but what it made you do, and I know he feels this. So I know Brother Saleem can feel this when you have a daughter or a son. But as a man, when you have a daughter, you look at shit different.
Absolutely.
You know, like you look at it totally different. It's like, that's my princess. Like the treatment I give her, I've never spanked her, never whooped her, none of that shit. None of that. Like even when she do the most, and she do the most a lot, you know, it's just sit your ass down or some shit. I might say that, you know.
We gotta
But
take her to the roaches. I'm trying to tell you, these kids are so entitled.
that's what it is. But it just
So entitled.
it's just a precious thing, you know. It's different. But if I had a son, I'd be fucking him up. Yeah,
while we
we'll
had
be throwing hands.
Emotional headspace before we get these jokes off, while we had an emotional headspace, you know what I mean? I do have some beautiful nephews, and I mean I love all of them equally. To my nerd Monte, my fellow nerd brother, who I can sit back and talk all about comic books to. I would tell him that I'm proud of him because I see that he's off his grown man stuff. He has a beautiful wife. He has a stable job, and he loves his comic books, and he's comfortable in his own skin. And I'm proud of him for being so comfortable. To the next oldest, Devontae, who edited our videos, he got the swag. You met Devontae, pretty boy. He got the swag. And I see his determination to do what he loves. It's all about basketball. That's his number one love. And I see his willpower to get to his goal. And I want to say, man, salute, because your journey is not easy, my nephew. But I'm proud of you because you continue to fight for what you want.
Right.
To Brandon and Tavon, because they kind of neck and neck. Yes. I would say to Brandon, man, I recently got to know you, and I'm proud of the man that you are. And you're a sweet young man, and I see that you have a good future ahead of you. To my nephew Tavon, who also has a beautiful daughter, I see your struggles and being a father, and I'm proud of you because you stay in the fight. You never give up your fight for your family.
Never.
And to my other little young knuckleheads in the game, Samir and Kyrie, we'll deal with y'all when y'all get a little bit older, because young Kyrie at 4 years old told me if I take him to the movie, I gotta wipe his butt, and they ain't having it. So you gonna have to wait till you get about Devontae age before we hang out. We go to like the local bar or something, and then Uncle Norris deal with you. Hey, I'll see you in about 20 years. So I know I had y'all in an emotional headspace. So how about we get at least one or two of these jokes off? Brother Trump, pull it up for me, man, before we get everybody crying in this joint. Oh. Which fictional character will make a great president? Tineshia.
Well, we already know my choice.
What's that?
We already know my
Bruce
choice.
Wayne for president. Bruce Wayne 2024. Bruce Wayne 2024.
You say Batman?
Bruce Wayne. That's what we need.
Bruce Wayne 2024.
Perfect. You know, Trump we wanted a billionaire. We wanted somebody with the money, and we got stuck with fucking Trump. What we really needed was Bruce Wayne.
We needed.
He's the man we wanted.
He the man. DJ Smoke. What fictional character will make a great president?
Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson.
Oh my gosh, why?
I don't know, because I just like the way he just ain't give a shit. You know, so he was basically like Trump. He just ain't give a shit.
Brother Saleem, which fictional character will make a great president?
I have to steal her answer and say Bruce Wayne, honestly.
Bruce Wayne 2024.
Yeah. Like, I under short notice, I would have to say She sold me. She sold me on what she was talking about with him.
Bruce Wayne 2024. And oh hey man, even though I'm all about our characters who look like us. I will put my stamp on, even though he's a real person. So we might get Elon Musk, the real Bruce Wayne for 2024. Maybe we get Joe Rogan. He a billionaire, he know karate, and he lift weights. That's the real Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne, 2024. Let's go.
Right.
Pull up one more.
Everybody got their own opinion, man.
Okay, would you punch Granny in the face for $14 million?
I think I'll take that.
Said yes.
I'll take that.
DJ Trump said yes. Tanisha, will you punch Granny in the face? We are still lost Betty White, by the way. Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah.
I love Betty White, by the way. I love, we're definitely mourning Betty White right now. I'm gonna just have to knock her old ass out. I'm gonna pay her. I'm gonna give her at least $1 billion after I knock her out. But I'm gonna knock her old ass out.
Yeah.
Well, brother Saleem, we know you can't punch nobody in the face because you don't want to be back in those circumstances.
Brother Saleem, you gotta do what you gotta do. Knock her out. Pay her.
Hey,
Close.
for $14 billion,
He knocking her ass.
She gonna have to get.
can you give me all hundreds, please?
Kids will be straight.
Well, that's a clean sweep. Sorry, Granny, not sorry, but
I'm doing that.
I'm tired of working,
that.
so yeah, Granny gotta go to sleep.
And I'm paying for the ambulance. I'm paying for all that shit. I'm doing that.
Right.
I'm not gonna hit her hard.
I would be nice enough to give her $1 billion if she was why I got the money.
Give me one more, Trump. Give me one more.
Hey, look, I worked in the snow last night to earlier today, so I'm not the right person to ask that question.
Oh shit, now that's a good one. Still, when this happened, do you fear for your life? Well, only if you're a certain color. Let's be honest. Fear for a ticket, yeah, right. If you're a certain color, keep calm and keep cool and calm because you know you're in the right. Or D, safe and protected. Now, everybody in this room is a certain color, so we gonna go around a circle. DJ Trump, how does you feel when you hear that? Woo, woo, woo?
It's gonna be A.
It's gonna be A.
It's A.
You feel
It's
for your
A.
life?
Yeah.
Brother Trump in the back, how do you feel? Hey, Brother Trump said, "Hey, Tanisha, how you feel?"
God damn it! I can afford the ticket.
You can afford the ticket, so
I'm not worried about me.
Yeah, you okay?
Wait a minute! No, y'all did not.
All she gotta do is
No,
all of a sudden
oh
you
my
fully
gosh.
be over. Yeah,
Oh
no.
my gosh! Really?
I bet you
The cops don't give all tickets based on looks.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
I
do.
bet you that white top come on real quick. I bet you that white top come on. Oh, they see the black outfit.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a warning.
I feel A, and then I really, really, really feel A when my son's in the car with me because he's automatically like, "Mommy, what's going on? Like, why are we getting pulled over? What happened?" He's automatically afraid.
Right.
And I know I haven't done anything wrong. My registration's fine. My license fine. Even if I will pay the ticket. It's not whatever I did. I can pay the ticket. It's not that serious. But you never know what they gonna do, right? It's not me. I ain't worried about me. Because I did something wrong.
It's about what they gonna do.
I'm worried about them because they might be panicky. And today ain't the day I'm trying to die because you ain't got good sense.
Brother Saleem, how do you feel when the boys in the blue right behind you on your neck?
When you got that quiz or test in school that you knew the answer to, you happy because you know you got the answer right. Give me an A, please.
To be honest, after Brother Saleem finish this point, I'll be very honest and vulnerable with you.
Okay.
What was your final point, Brother Saleem? Because I'm about to be honest with you. You know what? Even though I don't believe in games, I joined a fucking game. Because that's the reason I put that uniform on.
You've been on both sides of this meme.
You've been on both sides.
When they roll up on me, I have a badge I can whip out and be like, "Hey, I'm a member of your gang, and I've been in the wrong. Reckless driving. Have a nice day. Have a nice day." But we in the DMV. I'm a member of the other these who normally come, even when it's this, they still give me the member of I joined the non-trade bloods for real because they the biggest gang in the world. And unfortunately, I'm affiliated with the non-trade bloods, aka the El Capos, because when they pull me over, I get have a nice day, but I still make sure the badge is on top of the car.
Right.
I put my government badge. I put all my stuff up there, and I say, which one of these would you like? They see the government badge. They say, oh, you work? I work for LPS, bro. I'm a member of the gang. Blood in. They say, all right, man.
Blood in, blood out.
Blood in, blood out.
I guess that's what it is.
Hey, man, that's the biggest gang in the world. Sometimes you gotta sign up for a gang on these streets, and I signed up for the biggest gang. We got over 70,000 members in our gang. And we take you and put you in shackles and take your freedom away for no reason.
Now we take your freedom away for no reason. Help us, Jesus.
Hey, man, I got some friends. Got some stories.
I've been praying the last 2 hours. Okay, I don't think I haven't. It's church in this joint. Like,
okay, I got some names for you.
Church.
We want to talk Emmett Till. His mother just now came out with her life story.
I know. I know.
They just now came out with
watching it.
And I noticed I won't be watching it. We got Trey.
We gotta do.
Trayvon Martin.
Black people gotta do better with our stories.
We do.
I put like this.
We really do.
What we're gonna talk about it forever.
Yeah.
At this point, it's time to talk about something.
And the person got away
with
exactly,
us alone,
exactly,
not something
exactly.
to keep taking them back.
We got enough time. Brother Trump, can I get one more for the road? Give me one more for the road. Give me one more for the road. I gave you about 20, so I know I got one more for the road. Oh, shit. I don't even want to read this one.
Oh, man.
Is she never justified slash...
Skip me on that one.
I know, bro. This is Unpack Radio, so is she never justified or excusable?
We're going to start over here with this.
Skip me.
As a happily married man of the faithful black man community, I know a few of my international brothers get mad with me, so I'm going to say faithful men do not cheat. I am 100% faithful to my beautiful wife, who I love dearly, and I go home every day and pray that she stays with me because I know she got a certified crazy person. So thank you, First Lady, for always being there for me, even right now, my current situation that I've never mentioned to someone, but I've been down for the last few months, and she done rolled out this storm. So there's no woman on this earth that I will ever look at, because at the end of the day, I've been down. I've been down for like 2 months down.
And I've been riding right with you.
And she
already know.
And she joined the 9 straight bloods and blood in there. So I have a beautiful wife at home. There's no woman on this earth that could ever convince me to cheat on my wife. I'm sorry, Delicious. I had to break up with you. I'm sorry, Lisa
Delicious.
Ray. I gotta break up with you.
Oh, Delicious up for Flavor and Love. Oh shit!
And I gotta.
Such a baddie.
I'm riding with my beautiful wife. I'm riding with my Tanisha.
Yeah, go straight to
Why
her.
you over here pointing fingers? Have you ever been a side chick, Miss Sugar Baby?
Have I been a side chick?
The side chick that had a side penis somewhere because Sugar Daddy wasn't, or regular
No, I think
boyfriend
you said
wasn't.
it wrong. Have you ever had a side dude?
Yeah, I said it right. I said side penis.
He really tried me, didn't he? He tried me like he know who the fuck I am. Nah, I have 100% never knowingly, because you never know what's going on with other people, right?
Yeah.
I've never 100% never knowingly been a side chick. I wouldn't even it would cost a nigga too much to have me as a. If you gonna you're gonna have to do a whole bunch of stuff over here if this is our arrangement, right? So I'm not really into arrangements outside of the sugar daddy thing. Because they don't want no sugar, or they can't get no sugar. So I'm not into arrangement. So I've never knowingly been a side piece. Have I had a side piece? I don't know. Have I? Shit. No, I've never had a side. I'm not really a cheater, right? Either I'm with you 100% or I'm single and I'm doing whatever the hell it is I want to do. So I've never had a side piece now.
Brother Saleem, have you ever cheated? And is cheating? Oh, he's not there. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, we'll ride it out.
It's your turn.
Goddamn Android.
It's my turn. He did not answer the question.
Trump, my boy DJ Smoke said he not here. Ride on Trump. Ride on Trump. Ride on Trump. DJ Smoke said he not here. He just here so he won't get fined. I can't see this small shit, but I think it says my shy chick waited till I fell asleep. She got in my phone and took this picture of us. I just learned this picture was sent to my wife. She is now blowing up my phone trying to reach me. I need to come up with a believable lie. Please help. All I got for you, bro, just kill yourself.
Hey,
just kill yourself.
Why you laughing like that with his side chick?
Just kill yourself.
Hey, listen.
Just kill yourself. Just kill yourself.
This why nobody likes y'all.
Just kill yourself.
So Brother Smoke on top. I got a little bit of experience in that area. So
Whoa.
Just a
What are
little
you
bit.
gonna tell Joe Biden right now? We listening, bro. We listening right now. What you gotta tell us, Brother Smoke? This is
I
our
got a little bit of
radio.
experience, so
Did you get caught slipping?
I got caught slipping.
And she took the picture and click.
I got caught slipping.
And
That's
she-
all I'm
and
gonna
she-
say. I
she
got
took the
caught
click on
slipping.
you? Did she
She
take
tell
that?
half
Evidence.
stories.
I got evidence.
So tell the whole story. What happened?
Tell the whole story, bro.
We want to hear all of it.
We want to hear a summary of it, you know?
I mean, I mean, you take pictures with people.
You know what, man? I only want to hear the story because first lady watching, you the good
Why would you
friend.
I'm the good friend, right?
You the good friend.
Why would you be taking pictures with your side chick?
Hey,
Help me
I don't
understand.
know,
Tineshia,
'cause
No, I really want to
This never
understand.
happened to
was
Brother
drunk.
Smoke. This is a good friend. This is a good friend. I
I
can't
was
fuck up my
drunk.
good friend now.
I'm sorry,
I can't fuck up Tineshia. You fucking up the only person I can hang out with
not
now.
that you would do it. I know you would never do this. You
No,
would
I
never
wouldn't.
do this.
In
Right?
imaginary
Can you explain
circumstances.
to me why somebody would take a picture with their side chick?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. 'Cause
Tineshia.
I did it. So I don't know.
Tineshia.
I don't know the
We
hell.
all know you on your husband heart. So
I am on my husband's
I
side.
was-
Lord forbid this
I was
ever
drunk.
happened. What would you do?
If my husband took a picture with his side chick?
No, he sleep. That nigga was sleep.
Oh, he was. He was. And she took the picture of me?
Yeah, that nigga was like this, and she went and send it to the wife. So you wake up, you think your husband at work working overtime, and you get the picture of him knocked out, sleep with his mouth open, and some chick that's smiling like, "Hey, what are you gonna do?"
So no man that is with me, husband, boyfriend, whatever, would let that happen because he understands that I am 100% open-minded and honest. And I just, whatever your deal is, you should be honest enough to say whatever it is to me, right? If I love you, we're going to work through whatever it is. And sometimes maybe it is a side chick, but I knew about it. So it was, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't, or maybe I didn't know, whatever it was. No man that's dating me would let that happen because he knows that if that's the way I found out about it, you could have just told me whatever it is you wanted to do and what was going on. I'm gonna fuck both of y'all up. I'm gonna kick her door in. I'm pepper spraying that bitch. I'm kicking her teeth in. I'm about to run up your credit cards. I'm gonna take out all types of life insurance policies. It's gonna
Biggie,
listen.
calm down. Biggie. I ain't rolling the next one because I think
I'm
the
telling
spirit
everything in his name.
the spirit of Tupac and Biggie is in this room right now.
Hey.
God bless the dead.
I'm doing the most.
Oh, I can't really see this one, but hold on, let me sweat.
Yeah, 'cause I
She
can't see that.
finally agreed or let you hit or something like that. I believe that said tonight is the night. You pull up at her apartment, you see Dorito bags, trash galore, and a dirty bed. But she's looking outrageously fat, by the way, on the picture.
She looks dirty.
I will give her that much, but her apartment is jacked. Now, in all honesty, I used to not be the person y'all know today. So, in all honesty, I've been in this situation where y'all remember Temple Courts? Back in the good day when Temple Courts was still up and around and off of Northwest DC, the ghetto apartments,
I think I know. what you're talking
right across the street from Surgeon's Quarters. I met a young lady that lived in Temple Courts. I had to go past the thugs to get to her.
And you walked in.
I had my chain on and everything. Still made it in that joint safe. I walked in. After I finished hanging out with her, I went to the bathroom. Well, I'm single at this point. After we had finished gauging in sexual intercourse, because this is YouTube, I went to the bathroom and flicked on the light, and she had a sink full of roaches. And Lord, forgive me. I went back for seconds. I'm sorry, Jesus. Forgive me for my sins. Tineshia, if you ever go to some dude apartment, the sugar daddy
Like
say,
full
pull
of
up
roaches, though?
at the yacht, baby. Pull up at the yacht. But you pull up at the yacht and the yacht looking like that. What are you going to do?
I'm not going in. I care about my health, right? There's stuff out here worse than Corona.
You have to go.
DJ Smoke, you pull up on your future new boo, and this what the apartment looking like. What you gonna do, bro?
Nah, I'm not doing that.
You not doing
Let's
that?
go back to you saying she looks fat. She looked terrible.
She looked pretty good. That Come
She
on,
did.
man.
Nah, I think you just drunk because she don't look.
She looks.
fat.
Look, she looks
She
so
got the vagina
dirty.
hanging out.
Her titties are hanging down to her knees. She did not comb her hair. She looks like a ball of dirt. That's not even white.
Damn.
She looks
Yeah.
really, really dirty.
Yeah.
So if you saw her looking like that and you went over there, you wanted to sleep with that stuff.
You wanted to sleep with that?
You wanted the roaches.
You know what's a dude that went on TikTok
Nah,
and
you
really
right.
did that?
She looks dirty.
We played that video before. A dude went to some like girl house on TikTok. Her house did look like that in real life. All right, Trump, I have to believe we got a few more. We're gonna ride these memes out. Damn, blood. I should have brought my glasses in here. He's not in a relationship with her, but very active in his kids' lives. Hey, shout out to you, sir. He wants to take a picture with the kids, but the baby mom is not welcome in the picture. What do you do? Now, I'm not a parent, but I got two parents here who ain't currently in their situations. So, DJ Smoke, it's you and your beautiful daughter. It's picture day. Baby mom's dead. Do you let her in the picture? You keep on the sideline looking bad.
She's getting benched. She's sitting on the sideline.
She's sitting on the side.
Brother Trump from the back. You let baby moms get in the picture. You keeping her on the sideline.
It depends though.
She holding one hand. Of the
Yeah,
child,
yeah.
One hand of the child, cool. But we ain't together, and I'm holding down.
Yeah, that's why I said like now I got to do.
Trump said he needs some personal space.
Yeah.
Tanisha, you got two beautiful kids. Is baby dad getting in the picture or baby dad out the
He
picture?
is getting in the picture because we co-parent really well. And
Okay.
every guy that dates me knows that Art's one of my best friends. Like we can't date each other,
But
but that's he's my main apple scrapple, right? He's one of my best friends.
So he getting in the picture.
He getting the picture with him and his kids by himself because I'm taking it, and we're getting the picture with me, him, and the kids. Right? We're always going to be family. There's nothing that's going to change us being family.
That's good.
I thank God I ain't got these issues.
See, I
to
got a
figure
little
out.
beef going on in my situation. So
Okay,
that
well,
ain't gonna
listen.
happen. But yeah.
Biggie and Tupac is in the room.
Yeah.
Biggie and Tupac is in the room. What's
Sometimes it
beef?
takes you a minute to find your co-parenting way,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
can find your co-parenting way. So as soon as people get out their feelings, once he was out of his feelings, we co-parented amazingly ever since.
All right, we got 2 minutes. So give me one more, Trump. We got 2 minutes. We're gonna wrap this thing up in 2 minutes. We gonna give me a joint. Where my man that was mad and shit. My man from you gonna get yours beat. Oh, there we go.
It's always
So-
a hater. It's always
Somewhere
a hater. It's always
There's
a
a
hater.
hater looking at your page like this.
Yeah,
So
so
before we wrap this up,
my
DJ
baby mother
Smoke.
is one of those haters.
Oh my God, don't do
what you
that.
gotta say to the haters?
Oh, don't do it.
What you gotta say
I'm
to the
just saying.
haters?
Fuck them.
You know what I'm saying? Straight like that.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Tanisha, what you gotta say to the haters?
I don't have no haters. I have confused fans.
That's what you call them?
That's what I call them. They love me because if they didn't love me, they wouldn't be watching me so hard, right?
Nah, but it's
So
still
I have confused fans.
they still hating.
I have fans that want to be me. Right?
No, but they still
Wanna be-
hating though. It's
Not
somebody
wanna be
always
me.
hating.
They want to do the things I've done. Like we don't all have the same 24 hours, right? If you want to be a real estate broker, you take the class, you pass the class, you get a license.
Right.
You don't sit on the sideline and hate on people with real estate brokerages.
Okay, so
Right,
Tanisha
so-
said if you got 24
I have
hours to
confused
live,
fans.
what you gonna do? Who you gonna
Okay.
see? Who you
All
gonna
right.
be?
It ain't gonna be
Okay.
Tanisha because Tanisha is busy running her brokerages.
So, in my words only, to all the haters, all the sideline fans, I pray for you and I pray that you find healing. And I pray that you find, if you choose to meet me in the parking lot, the good Pope and not the other guy. Because the other guy in that parking lot ain't making it out.
This table is much better. And
Hey, now where can they find you at DJ Smoke?
Did they have all my waitlists today?
DJ Smoke _ENT on Instagram.
Tanisha. Oh, shout out to Dr. Miami over there. Where can they find you?
Is that Dr. Miami? Dr.
Shout out to
Miami?
Dr. Miami. Where can they
Yeah.
find you
I'm
at?
out here. No. Of course, you can find me on Instagram at DMV Property Diva, DC, Maryland, Virginia Property Diva. The brokerage is realurbanrealty.com. Again, if you need real estate, you come to me because I'm super cool and I'm super knowledgeable, and my agents are amazing.
And you can catch us on Unpacked Radio everywhere. If you see us on the YouTube, give a like, give a shout out, and please bring up those comments because we definitely need your support on our YouTube. Because
I think she's doing a photo shoot.
hey.
Listen,
So if you catch us on YouTube, just comment on Tineshia right there, giving the Naomi Campbell walk joint. We will see you next time on Unpacked Radio. We got Mike Bishop coming on, and Tineshia got a guest coming on, and we're gonna learn how to do some little sideline hustles with the world of real estate. My man Mike Bishop, he does the inspections on the roofs. Tineshia got a person come in, he does some type of inspections. So we're gonna learn about all the other angles to the real estate game, and we're actually gonna be a little bit more professional, hopefully.
That's
than we
what's
were
up,
today.
though. The inspection game. No, I want to know more about that.
And in
we talk
upcoming
about that
shows,
offline.
the ladies will be taking over on an upcoming
yeah, the
episode.
Valentine's show.
So
Valentine's.
tune in February
Tanisha's
18th.
looking for a husband show.
So I'm gonna bring some flowers in.
The first lady will be taking over.
I don't have no Valentine's.
The
So
first
ladies,
lady
I don't
will
have
be
no
taking
Valentine's.
over my position. And the first hour, guess what, DJ Smoke?
What's up?
The men gonna take over. We gonna find an engineer so Trump can come up here and we gonna talk our ish. All right, we'll see you next time on Unpacked Radio. Salute.
Right.